Einstein quotes on humanity, humility, fame, kindness, friendship. I believe in one thing, that only a life lived for others is a life worth living. With fame I become more and more stupid, which of course is a very common phenomenon. Why is it that nobody understands me, yet everybody likes me? Without deep reflection, one knows from daily life that one exists for other people. I simply enjoy giving more than receiving in every respect, to not take myself nor the doings of the masses seriously, am not ashamed of my weaknesses and vices, and naturally take things as they come with equanimity and humor. Many people are like this, and I really cannot understand why I have been made into a kind of idol. There is far too great a disproportion between what one is and what others think one is, or at least what they say they think one is. But one has to take it all with good humor. Of course, understanding of our fellow beings is important, but this understanding becomes fruitful only when it is sustained by sympathetic feeling in joy and in sorrow. The cultivation of this most important spring of moral action is that which is left of religion when it has been purified of the elements of superstition. Desire for approval and recognition is a healthy motive, but the desire to be acknowledged as better, stronger, or more intelligent than a fellow being or fellow scholar easily leads to an excessively egoistic psychological adjustment. Many times a day I realize how much my outer and inner life is based upon the labors of my fellow men, both living and dead, and how much I must exert myself in order to give in return as much as I have received. It is an irony of fate that I myself have been the recipient of excessive admiration and reverence from my fellow beings, through no fault or merit of my own. The best way to cheer yourself is to cheer somebody else up. The high destiny of the individual is to serve rather than to rule. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. Look around at how people want to get more out of life than they put in. A man of value will give more than he receives. I am content in my later years. I have kept my good humor and take neither myself nor the next person seriously. Without the sense of fellowship with men of like mind, of preoccupation with the objective, the eternally unattainable in the field of art and scientific research, life would have seemed to me empty. An awareness of my limitations pervades me all the more keenly in recent times because my faculties have been quite overrated since a few consequences of general relativity theory have stood the test. A man's value to the community depends primarily on how far his feelings, thoughts, and actions are directed towards promoting the good of his fellows. Each of us visits this earth involuntarily, and without an invitation. For me, it is enough to wonder at the secrets. Be creative, but make sure that what you create is not a curse for mankind. Quotes by Albert Einstein about love, marriage. Love brings much happiness, much more than pining brings pain. I firmly believe that love of a subject or hobby is a better teacher than a sense of duty, at least for me. Women marry men hoping they will change. Men marry women hoping they will not. So each is inevitably disappointed. To mile the merrick, only the though of you gives my life here a true meaning. To mile the merrick, how proud I will be to have a little for a sweetheart. To my love Americ, when you are my dear little wife, we will zealously do scientific work together, so as not to become old Philistines, right? My sister seemed to me so Philistine. You must never become like that. It would be awful for me. You must always remain my witch and my street urchin. To my love Americ, just be of good cheer, love, and don't fret. To my love Americ, if only I could give you some of my happiness, so that you would never be sad and wistful. To my love Americ, don't be angry for my not having written you for so long. I simply haven't much to say that you don't know already. So I help myself out with what always stays lovely and nice. To my love Americ, I am fond of you, my dear girl, and am looking forward to seeing you again on Sunday. We shall again spend an enchanting cozy day together. To my love Americ, I am so lucky to have found you a creature who is my equal, and who is as strong and independent as I am. To my love Americ, destiny seems to bear some grudge against the two of us, but this will make things all the more beautiful later on, when all obstacles and worries have been overcome. To my love Americ, but all that doesn't matter. After all, I have you and your love. To my love Americ, how delightful it was the last time when I was allowed to press your dear little person to me the way nature created it. Let me tenderly kiss you for that, you dear good soul. Letter to Marie Winteller. As to whether I will be patient, what other choice do I have with my beloved, naughty little Angle? Letter to Marie Winteller. You mean more to my soul than the whole world did before, the insignificant silly sweetheart that knows nothing and understands nothing. Possessing you makes me proud, and your love makes me happy. I will be doubly happy when I can press you to my heart again and see your loving eyes. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up, but when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. Is it not a lack of real affection that scares me away again and again from marriage? Is it a fear of the comfortable life, or nice furniture, of dishonor that I burden myself with, or even the fear of becoming a contented bourgeois? Marriage makes people treat each other as articles of property and no longer as free human beings. Marriage is but slavery made to appear civilized.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more inspirational video.